Hey, what's up, and welcome back to the Walmart tutorial. In part 1, I showed you how to do all this exterior. So in part 2, I'm going to be showing you how to decorate the inside. So let's continue with the build. So firstly, from this point, I'm going to go across 10 blocks in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm just going to go one across. And then another one, and then on that block I'm going to add some blue concrete just there. And then just going around, I'm just going to leave a gap of one and place another one next to it just like that. And then I'm just going to go across another 4 blocks. And then just in between that gap I'm going to add a birch fence gate, which I'm just going to leave open. And then coming around to the other side with some black wool, I'm going to place 7 going along just there. And then just in this block, I'm going to add a stone brick stair there. And just behind that, I'm going to add a sign just there. And on the end, with a stone brick wall, I'm just going to place 3 just there. And then I'm going to place some blue wool just on top of that. And then coming to the end here, I'm going to place 2 iron trap doors just there. And on top of that, I'm going to add 2 grey carpet. And then for a carrier bag design here, I've just got some blue banners. I'm just going to place 2 here for some carrier bags. Oh, Larry's here again. And that'll give us our checkout designs. I'm just going to repeat this on the other side. So just leaving a gap of 3, just repeat the same process again. So firstly, with some black wool, just go across 7 blocks. Just like this. And then with some blue concrete, I'm just going to place 1 there, leaving a gap, and then another 5 just there. Then in between that gap, let's add our fence gate again. On the end here, let's add another 2 trap doors, some grey carpet, and then 2 blue banners just there. And then come to this block, let's place 3 more stone brick walls there, and then just add some blue wool on top. And then with a stone brick stair, let's place 1 there, and then a sign just behind it just there. And for one final touch, just on both of these checkouts, with some grey stained glass panes, I'm just going to place 2 just here. So these are our first 2 checkout designs just there. So whilst leaving a gap of 3 between each checkout, I'm just going to add another 3 checkouts on each side. So 3 on that side and 3 on that side. So once these have been built, you should have 8 checkouts in total here. So next up, just for a bit of extra decoration, I'm going to add a few little plants here. So firstly, just in the middle of the 2 doors, I'm going to place 1 cauldron and then just add 3 oak leaves on top. And then firstly on the right hand side, just going to miss 1, and then on the next one, just repeat that. Again, missing another 1, and then just 1 more on the end there. So just doing the same thing on the other side. So again, just missing 1 cauldron there, 3 oak leaves on top of that. Again, missing 1 cauldron there, and then 3 oak leaves on top of that. So next up, for a pile of boxes design here. So this is going to be for our food area. It's just going to have loads of different boxes on it. So firstly, I've got some grey concrete. I'm using this checkout as a guide. From this block, I'm going to go up by 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then on this 11th block, I'm going to place 1 grey concrete just there, and then place another 2 beside it. And then just bring this around for a 3x3 square just there. I'm going to leave a gap of 3, let's place another square just here, another gap of 3, another square, and then finally another gap of 3, and then just a square just on the end there. First up, I've got some white wool here, and firstly I'm just going to add 1 layer on top of this one here. I'm just going to add some randomly on top just here. And then this is the same with the yellow wool, so again, let's add 1 layer. And then let's just add a few more on top, just leaving a few gaps to make it look like things have been taken off the shelf kind of thing. And then if we come to the back, let's add some green. Again, 1 layer of green. And let's just add some more on top randomly, just there. And then finally with some red, another layer just there, and then randomly just adding some more there as well. So now that's done, let's move on to our grocery area here. So starting with all of our fridges and freezers here. So starting on this block, I'm going to place 1 grey concrete just there, and then another 1 just there. And I'm just going to build this up so it's 4 high in total just there. And then I've got some blue ice here. I'm just going to place 4 just here. And next to it, I'm going to add some more grey concrete just on the other side there. And then I've got a block of iron, just going to place 2 just at the bottom there. And then I'm going to add some quartz slabs just there, just making sure we're leaving half a gap. And then on top, I'm just going to add 4 grey carpet there. And that's just one of our fridge designs just there. So I'm just going to repeat this design 10 more times all the way until we meet up with the end over there. So again, just building a pillar up, adding our blue ice wall just at the back there, 2 blocks of iron, add all of our slabs, and then just some grey carpet on top. And then as I reach the end here, I'm just going to fill this little gap in as well and top that with some carpet. So next up for our freezer design, so I'm just going to leave a gap of 2 and let's build this wall up again 4 high. And this time I've got some quartz stairs. I'm just going to place just 8 just there. And then with some blue ice, this time I'm going to place 2 just at the bottom there. And then with some grey stained glass, just going to fill this in just there. I'm just going to repeat this design 4 more times all along here. So again, just going up 4 high and just replace the floor with some blue ice. Just add some more stairs and then some glass panes just there. Oh, and on top, this adds some grey carpet as well. And with all the freezers built, they should look something like this. And now for a few rough signs just to show what kind of foods are here. So firstly, from this point here, just using this kind of row as a guide, I'm going to place 1 blue wall just there. On top of that, I'm just going to build it across, so it's 5 in total. And then I'm just going to leave a gap of 7, and then do this again, another gap of 7, and then just doing this again on the end there. And then moving around to the fridge area, I'm just going to, from this point here, so the 3rd block in, I'm just going to go up and then repeat this design just here. So now all of our fridges are done, let's add all of the baskets where a lot of the fruit and veg is. So again, I've got some grey concrete here. So starting from this block here, I'm going to go across 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on the 7th block here, I'm going to place 1 grey concrete just there. Then I'm just going to go across by another 4 just there. Then another 4 just there. I'm just going to go across 4, so just going around to create a square just like this. And then I'm just going to repeat this 3 more times. So I'm just going to leave a gap of 3 and then do the same design just here. So again, just leaving a gap of 3 between each of them. And just doing it until I meet up where the fridges are. And then just inside of each of these, I'm going to add 9 cauldrons. So just going to fill each of these areas up with all these cauldrons. And now for a bit of extra detail, I'm going to fill these up with some custom heads. And if you don't know how to get these custom heads, I will show you now. So if you head over to minecraftheads.com, there are loads of custom heads to choose from. So you just type in what you're searching for. And as you can see, there will be loads of heads you can choose from here. And if you choose your one and then copy one of the commands for the correct version, paste it in a command block and that will give you your head. Happy days. All the links to these heads will be in the description below. For a first basket, I've got some banana heads here. I'm going to add a few of them, just going to scatter these randomly. And then next up, I've got some apple heads there. Let's add some of these in our second basket. Got some corn heads here. Let's add some of them. And then also got some broccoli heads. Let's add some of them. So these are completely random. Just going to add a few of these just there. So next up for our little bakery section here. So firstly, just from this block here, I'm going to go across 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And And on the night block, I'm just going to place 1 grey concrete just there. And then I'm just going to go all the way across just until I end up here. So this should be the middle point of this basket just there. And then I'm just going to build this up so it's 4 blocks high in total. And then next up, I've got some birch planks here. So starting from this point, I'm going to place 2 just there. I'm just going to leave a gap. I'm going to place another 2 just there. And I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And then just in between these gaps, I'm going to add a birch gate just there. And then with some grey carpet, I'm just going to add 2 of these on these blocks just there. And the next up, I'm just going to leave a gap of 4 here. And I'm just going to place 1 birch plank just there. Doing the same on the other side, so leaving a gap of 4 and then 1 birch plank just there. And then I'm just going to place 1 more at the back here and then 4 across just there. Again, doing this on the other side. And then with a birch slab, I'm going to place 6 just at the back of each kind of counter here. So this is going to be all the display cabinets for all of the bakery stuff. And then with a cauldron, I'm just going to place 4 in these gaps just there. And then on top of these cauldrons, let's add some lovely cakes just on top of here. There we are. And then with an item frame, I'm going to place 4 just. And then I'm just going to fill these up with some cookies. And then for some ovens here, I've just got some smokers here. And I'm just going to place 6 just there. Just going to mirror this on the other side as well. And on top of these, I'm going to add 2 iron trap doors. And then finally, with some quartz slabs, I'm going to place 3 just here. And then another 2 rows, leaving half a gap for some shelves just there. So that gives us a nice little bakery area there. Next up, let's add some more shelves here. So firstly, I've got some more grey concrete. And I'm just going to leave a gap of 4. I'm just going to place another 4 going up there. I'm just going to leave a gap of 2 in between these pillars. I'm just going to create 3 shelf areas just here. And then in between these, I'm just going to add 4 quartz stairs just here. Then on top, I'm just going to add some grey carpet just to finish them off. And then for a little display here with some more grey concrete, I'm going to place 10 blocks, so to make a 2x5 rectangle just there. And then for a little computer monitor, I'm just going to add 2 stone brick stairs facing the opposite direction. And then just on top of these, I'm going to add 2 grey wool there. And then for a laptop design, I'm going to add 1 pressure plate just there. I'm going to add 1 grey wool just on the side of it temporarily. And then 1 on top. And let's add our painting for our screen. And then just add a button next to that just there. So next up, moving to this back wall here. It's just going to be for a little art and craft kind of section. So what I'm going to do, firstly, with some more grey concrete, I'm just going to place 4 blocks on the left hand side there and another 4 on the right hand side. And then with some quartz stairs, I'm just going to place 4 rows of these just going all the way to the top. And then with some grey carpet, I'm just going to place some just on top of here. And next up, we're going to add some different kind of banner, just with some sort of maybe like card or kind of just art and crafty stuff. So what we're going to do with some white banner, with a white banner first, I'm just going to place 3 just going down like that. Then I'm going to do the same with a black banner, a blue banner, a yellow banner, and a red banner. I'm just going to repeat this pattern until I reach the end just over there. Now we're going to add loads of shelves. So firstly, I'm just going to leave a gap of 1 here. And with some more grey concrete, I'm going to place another 4 going up. Just going to leave a gap of 2 and then just place another 4 blocks going up on the other side. Then fill this area up with some quartz stairs, and then on top that's some grey carpet. And then I'm just going to repeat this shelf design 13 more times until I reach the end there. So again, just going up with my grey concrete there, filling the area in with the quartz stairs, and then just topping it with carpet. So once all the shelves have been built, I should have 14 in total here. Then once we have reached the end, we're going to have 2 extra boxes here. Just going to fill these in just there. And then we're going to repeat the shelf design again 11 more times, but going across this side. So just starting here, just place some more of our quartz stairs, pillar next to that, and some carpet. So yeah, just repeating it again, so we've got 11 shelves going along here. So the shelves should look like this. So next up, we're going to add a few aisle shelves just in this area here. So again, I've got some grey concrete. So starting from this block just here, I'm just going to go across 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 7th block, I'm going to place 1 grey concrete just there. And then I'm just going to place 1 next to that as well. And then I'm just going to go across, leaving a gap of 4. I'm just going to repeat this 2 more times to give us 3 sets of shelves there. And then I'm just going to leave a gap of 5 just here. Place another 2. And then I'm just going to mirror what we've done on the other side. Just here. And then I'm just going to extend this shelf. And then I'm just going to make the shelf a little bit longer. So I'm just going to add another 3. Just on the end here. And then I'm just going to heighten all these pillars so they are 4 high. And then next up with some quartz stairs just on the first side, just here. I'm just going to place 4 rows of 4 quartz stairs just there on top of each other. I'm just going to do this to fill up the entire shelf. And then I'm just going to replicate this on the other side. And on top, just to finish off, I'm going to add some grey carpet. And then I'm just going to do the exact same thing, but on these shelves here. The only difference is we're going to be adding a few more. So again, I'm just going to fill up all these gaps with all of the quartz stairs. So just after repeating that shelf design, we should end up with the same design going all the way along just here. So next up for a little DIY shelf here. So from this point, so the 4th pillar of this long shelf, I'm just going to go across another 5 blocks. And then on this 6th block, I'm just going to place 1 grey concrete just there, 1 next to that, and building this up. So it's 4 high in total. I'm just going to leave a gap of 4 and just repeat this 3 more times. And after that, I've got some quartz slabs here, and I'm just going to place 8 just for 1 shelf there. And then on the 3rd block, placing another 1 for 2 large shelves. So again, just repeating this on the other 2 shelves. So once all of our shelves have been placed, we can now start adding some stuff on them. So I've got some oak planks here. Firstly, I'm just going to place 2 in rows, leaving a gap in between them, just on each of these shelves. Then in between these gaps, I'm going to add 2 spruce planks, just in between here. And this is just going to act like some sort of wood or some sort of supply for DIY kind of repair stuff. And on top, let's add some paint buckets. So I've got some wool, so I've got some white wool first. I'm going to place 2 just on top there, and then 2 yellows behind that one. And then I'm going to add 2 blues here, and then 2 grey, just there. Then I'm going to add 2 pink, and then 2 white, just there. And then on top for some lids, I'm going to add some iron trap doors. So next up for a little display here. So with some more grey concrete, starting from this block, I'm going to go across 5, just there. And then I'm just going to go across another 7 just there, and then another 7 on this side as well. And then just moving around, I'm going to place one more and then just build this across just to here. And then I'm just going to fill in this entire area with all of this concrete. So now let's start adding some furniture. So firstly, I've got some blue wool here. And firstly, I'm just going to place 2 just here and then extend this out by another 2. And then I'm just going to place some white wool just there. Not on the back, I'm just going to place some birch planks just there for a quick little bed design. I'm just going to leave a gap. I'm going to place another 4 birch planks, 2 more wool, but this time I'm going to add some pink just there for another bed. And then for our little dining table here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to place, I've got a quartz, starting from this point, I've got a quartz slab. I'm going to go across 2 and place one there. Just going to leave a gap, place another one, leave a gap of 2 here, place another one, leave a gap, another one, just there. And then with an iron trapdoor, I'm just going to place 1 behind each slab, just there. And then with some white stained glass panes, I'm just going to go around just here, and then I'm going to add 6 carpet just on top, just there. And then for a larger bed design, from this point, I'm going to go across 5 blocks. I'm just going to add 5 slabs on top just there. And I'm going to go down by 4, just on each side. And then I'm just going to fill in this gap here. And then with some more white wool, just going to place 3 just there. And then I'm just going to add 6 iron wool just to fill that in just there. So that gives us a nice little display here. So now for our final section, which is going to be the clothing section. So what we're going to do, I've got some birch planks firstly, and from this point I'm going to leave a gap of 6. On the 7th block I'm going to place one, and then firstly I'm going to go across this way 25 blocks in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 just there. And if you've done this correctly, there should be a gap of 6 on the end there. And then moving around, I'm going to build across another 16 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then I'm just going to build this going all the way across, just to align up with that point over there. And then just bring this around to form a big rectangle. And then I'm just going to fill in this entire area with all these birch planks. So now for our clove shelving design. So firstly, with some more grey concrete, starting on this block just there, I'm just going to place 1 grey concrete there and then another one on top. And then with some string, I'm just going to go all the way around this just here. And then on top of that, I'm going to add some grey carpet going all the way around just there. And then leaving a gap of 6 on the 7th block, I'm going to place another 2 grey concrete just there, and then some more string going all the way around it just there. And then with some grey carpet, just going to place this going all the way around again. And then leaving another gap of 6. Just going to repeat this one more time, just on the end, just there. And that'll go as 3 areas to put all of our clothes. And I'm just going to repeat this on the other side here. So again, all the 3 designs. So again, just going to place 2 here on this corner, and then string going all the way around, and again carpet just on top there. So again, just mirroring what I've done on that side on this side as well. So next up for the main shelves here. So with some more grey concrete, from this point I'm going to leave a gap of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to place one red concrete there and another one next to that. And then this time I'm going to leave a gap of 5. I'm going to place another 2 just there, which should leave us a gap of 6 on this side as well. And just moving around, I'm just going to leave another gap of 6 and then place another 2, a final gap of 6 and another 2. So they should align with these stands that we've done on either side. And then again, leaving a gap of 5, another 2, gap of 6, and then just another 2 just there. And then I'm just going to build these pillars up so they're 5 high in total. And then next up with some quartz slabs. Firstly, on this third block, just on the bottom, I'm just going to place quartz slabs going all the way along for our first shelf just here. So I'm just going to do this on each of these shelves, just filling each of these gaps. And then I'm just going to repeat this, and I'm just going to repeat that on this top block as well. And then finally, just for a finishing touch, I'm just going to top this off with some grey carpet. So now we've got all of our shelves, we need to add some clothes onto these. So next up, I'm going to use some custom Armour stand designs for our clothes hanger. So the way this works is it's a command. I'm going to put 2 different commands in the description. Now depending on what direction you want to place the Armour stand will depend on what command you use. So I've got 2 commands, one for north and south and one for west and east. So if I just give you an example here. So firstly, if I'm facing east at the minute and I want to place one just here, if I just place my east command just here and press enter, that will paste it with the most flat side facing me, which is the side we want, so we can see the clothes on the hanger here. So for example, if I just do this multiple times, we can give ourselves quite a few hangers on kind of like one area. So if I just do that on the same side, so I'm just going to repeat this on each of these. So just by using this east command, as you can see, we've placed loads of Armour stands, but this may vary depending on what direction the whole Walmart is built on. So the entrance is facing north for mine, but if you had the entrance facing east, then you have to use the opposite of what I've used pretty much. So where I've used east commands here, you'd have to use north commands. As you can see, we've got a few Armour stands already here, but now I want to rotate them, because the thing is, if I use the save command here, the trouble is we'll get one not facing the way we want pretty much. So the way you fix that is I'm just going to use the opposite command, the other command. So I'm going to use the north command just here. So just by using the north command, I can add one that's the other direction. Just have a little play around with these commands just until you get the direction of the Armour stand that you want. So I'm just going to add some of these on the other sides of each of these stands. So as you can see, we've got loads of hangers going all the way around. But now I want to return to this style of hanger, so I'm just going to choose the other command. So on these shelves here, so firstly, just starting from this point, I'm just going to place a few just in like a row, just to cover these 2 blocks just here. So I'm just going to do this for each set of blocks. Just here. Just there. So I'm just going to repeat this concept for all of these shelves. So we're just going to fill up all these shelves with all these armor stands. So let's start dyeing some leather armor here. So let's get a crafting table placed down there. I've got 5 different types of dye. I've got some black, purple, red, blue, and white just there. So for a white one, let's get some white trousers first. Let's get some blue, some red, some purple, and some black. And now let's do the t-shirts. Do a white one. Let's get a blue one as well. Let's get a red one. Let's get a purple one. So for the first half, I'm just going to decorate these with all of these pants here. So I'm just going to scatter these randomly, to be honest. So I'm just going to add some of these on the armor stands, just here. Add different colours. I find it helps that if you're struggling to place it because of the string, I find it helps if you kind of aim for like the topper part of the armor stand. I find that helps place them a bit easier. So yeah, just going to place these just around here. Add some along there. There we are. Add some purple ones as well. Just like that. Now let's do the same thing, but with all of our leather tunics here. So let's add some white ones here. Add some blue. Add some purple as well. And then let's add a few black ones just here. Then let's add some red ones as well. Let's add a few more on the other side as well. Might add a few more white on this side. A few more blue. Let's add a few more purple. Oh, and on this side, let's add some more trousers as well. Let's add some more on the other side. Okay. Just going to add a few more black. A few more. Let's add some white. So just really randomly placing these in different sections. There we are. And that'll give us a fully stocked clothes area just there. And now one final step before our wall mart is complete is adding some lighting. So for the lights, I've got some birch fences here. And just starting in this little gap between these two windows here, I'm going to place one and go down another two just there. And then I'm just going to add one stick of glowstone just underneath that. Then I'm going to add a trapdoor underneath. And then with some light grey wool, I'm just going to place this all the way around for one of our light designs. And then I'm just going to go across 5 blocks and then place another one just there. So just repeating this till I get to the end over there. So one row of lights should look something like this. So these lights should align with the skylights, as you can see here. So I'm just going to do this design going all the way to the end, but I'm just going to miss a set of skylights in between each light. So for example, for my next light, instead of doing it in this row, I'm going to do it in this row here. So again, just making our light just there. So again, so just placing all of these lights every other skylight until we get to the other end over there. And with all the lights fitted in, our wall mart is now complete. So thanks for watching this tutorial. I actually now have a Discord, so if you want to join me and the community in the Discord, I'll put all my social links in the description. But yeah, Discord's just there to chill, share some builds, and just chill and just chat and do what you want, really. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and I will see you another time. Have a good day.